The Principle of Uncertainty and the Necessity of Pragmatism. Vigilantes. Massa Resurgence 2581. Rebirth. April 5, 2024. According to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, the more we try to define the temporal and spatial characteristics of a particle with greater certainty, the more we will be confused by the uncertainty of the momentum of that particle. In the previous parts that we have been studying with you through the cosmic consciousness and the quantum field of the collective wisdom since March 20, 2024, we realized that through quantum physics together with the string theory, the beginning of creation from nothing, and the renewal of creation from nothing at any moment can be explained. In this part, we are studying the relativity of what we have studied before, with the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle as one of the algebraic principles that has been produced by being discovered and extracted from the heart of nature. Similar to the particles as the building blocks of its existence, the mankind vibrates and waves back and forth over relative zeros in between opposing forces on the path of the expansion of its consciousness towards humanity. In this era of rebirth for mankind and humanity, and as a result of experimentally studying and understanding of the fourth to seventh dimensions of existence, the oscillations of mankind around the axis of relative zeros, in between the opposing negative and positive forces, vibrating into existence at any given moment, over the fluid field of nothing, resulting in a vectorial outward spiral towards expansion of consciousness, has become ever more evident. Semantic and physical pleasures occur as a result of actions in the oscillatory expansion of consciousness, and semantic and physical sufferings occur as a result of inaction in oscillatory regression of consciousness. Although we have no authority to influence the determinism of the oscillatory expansion of consciousness over the fluid field of nothing, our authority is in our active thoughtfulness, studiousness, decisiveness, and pragmatism at every moment, which determines our singular productive superposition over the fluid algebraic continuum of existence. The fluid singularity of every individual is formed under the influence of different opposing forces and out of the interactions in between many particles that have arisen from nothing. The fluid singular role that each individual plays in the fluid oscillatory expansion of consciousness, over the eternal fluid field of nothing, conjugates semantics in our collective and social lives under the influence of the Gestalt law. Once upon a time, it seemed reasonable to hope that it would be possible to know mankind and existence through the knowledge of particles and the principles governing them. The discovery of the principle of uncertainty showed that the behavior and character of a single particle that is created from nothing at any moment, and whose existence is based on nothing, can never be known for sure. Thus is the algebraic government of the principle of uncertainty, instability and impermanence. In harmony with the principle of uncertainty, and in the context of oscillatory vibrations towards or away from humanity, and the resulting confusion, two general methods have been used by mankind in utilization of mankind's intelligence, intellect, agency and actions. The first method, on which the Oriental chaos is slippery on, is to use anger to suppress lust caused by vibrations, and not to record findings, not to study, not to learn, and not to correct errors. As a result of this method, the Middle East today has become a platform for studying the way of thoughts and behaviors of the primitive mankind, succumbed to anger and lust, whose efficiency in continuing its subhuman survival is based on oppression and murder, rape and narcotism. The second method that the Western world is constructed upon, is to use science to liberate aspirations caused by vibrations, and to record the findings, to study, to learn, and to correct errors. As a result of this method, the West today has developed the most advanced archives of historical, geographical, and human sciences, and has initiated the foundation for its ever-expansive innovative capital, achieving ever higher levels of semantic and physical consciousness, which has aided in the establishment of ever-evolving complex structures, serving as the utopia on Earth, to where the Eastern refugees flee to seek asylum from the random primitive brutality of the Orient. Today, this imbalance between the ever-expansive civilization in the West and the ever-regressive random primitive brutality in the East, has brought us to the point where oppression and murder, rape and narcotism are progressively spilling over from the East onto the West, persistently trying to penetrate through Ukraine, Israel, the Suez Canal, and Tigray. Today, as the algebraic product of the ever-expansion of the existence, Mankind finds itself at a point in history where its active thoughtfulness, studiousness, decisiveness and pragmatism is shown to be crucial in the determination of the temporal and spatial characteristics of the momentum of its singularity in the face of the complex confusion and chaos it is facing. Today, more than ever, we need the psychologists and the holistic scientists to be present in the cosmic consciousness and the quantum field of the collective wisdom of the societies, as aids to mankind in the exploration and the discovery of its fluid singularity in its oscillations and vibrations parallel to other uncertain fluid singulars on their collective vectorial oscillations towards humanity. Today, from any angle on any dimension, our evolution and civilization in the symphony of existence needs to be in synchrony with the notes of quantum physics, string theory and fluid ever-evolving natural sciences, deeming any kind of murder or oppression, rape or narcotism as unbalanced behaviors. Our will today, as the committed nation of Iran, along with our brave youths in Iran and the plateau of Iran, is a rebirth for Iran Zaman and the Middle East, from the relative zero point that Pahlavism had brought Iran to, through orderly and balanced expansion, under the teachings of our technocratic brothers and sisters in France, Israel and America, with the support of our brothers and sisters in Spain and Italy, in establishing a constitutional parliamentary government with a polycratic structure around the axis of Shah Reza Pahlavi based on the principles of Neo-Pahlavism. Vigilantes, Massa Resurgence 2581. Rebirth, April 5, 2024.